Hello, everybody. The beer and TV ramble here at home, taking it easy, looking at Goose Island IPA, Indian India Pale Ale, or English style Pale Ale style, 5.9% ABV by volume. One of their popular brands right now. Of course, the IPA thing is all the rage. Everyone doesn't spill. Um, Again, five mentioned 5.9%. Goose Island, of course, started as a craft beer maven and slowly was bought out by Anheuser-Busch out of Chicago, Illinois, bought out by Anheuser-Busch back in, I believe, 2000, 2002. My dates or years may be incorrect, but now it's owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev. Here's the color of the beer right here. I did a review with Eric out of Massachusetts. He has his own Massachusetts beer reviews. I did this with Beer Cub and Michelle Stitches a couple of months ago, and I've had this before. I'm starting to see this a lot around Mobile. I mean, in terms of selling it in singles, used to get it only in 6 packs and or in bottles and cans, but lately they've been selling it individually. And probably one of the not most desirable places, now I'm seeing them, and probably not one of the most desirable places you want to be at to get beer. The neighborhood is all not all that safe. It's all fucked. But oh well. Give me a turkey burger right now. Sorry. Um, I've had this beer before. It's a good beer, and I'm going to do a review of it. So I see a little bit of lacing in the beer already. The foam. Some fruitiness. You can smell. Very hoppy. A very hoppy beer. 5.9. There's a little bite to it, so let's sample and try. A lot of people are not big on the IPAs. I am. I like them. There's only two that I'll stand out. This one, and of course the Ranger by New Belgium. I kind of like those as well. And the other one I just did a review on the other day, the IPL by Yingling, which was pretty good. So it's going well with this turkey burger I'm having right now. Not bad. Some fruitiness to it, a little bite, but not overly fruity. Very hoppy. Nice little finish going down. It's smooth with me with this beer. Again, as I mentioned, IPAs right now are all the rage. Ranger, I mentioned this one. You got the several others styles. Of course, Ballantine has an IPA. It's been out for a couple of years now, but now it's really getting more traction. Um, Everyone is doing that kind of style now, and some taste about the same as others. Others are maybe may have a little more a little fruitiness to it, and less hops. Some have even more hops and less fruit. Like a little grapefruit or a little tin of citrus to it. You know, every style is different. Every brewery makes their own, a different version, different brand. So it's going on pretty good. You know, Remember one time I gave my lady this beer and she just kind of spit it out like, what the fuck is this? But said, it's an imperial style, or I mean Indian pale ale style. We got the Terrapin High Five, which a lot of people are not fond of. They say it's a little too sour for them. My coworker, my supervisor, he says he's not big on it. Sounds like almost like sour lemon juice. You know, every beer has an opinion on it, but I like them. But again, those are the two that I mentioned, the Ranger and this one, that I can tolerate. The others I'm not really, can't really stomach much. Um, I did the Goose Honkers Ale. I've tried that recently, and that was good. Um, and I'm slowly trying to get more into liking Goose. But like many of their beers, the price point, if you would like to be reasonable, that someone can get, and you understand they're trying to bring a profit. But what I like now is, and I wish more of the other beers are going to be out there selling like this, that I like to buy a single of this and let me try it for myself and see. And now there's only a couple of stores in my area, and then some of you probably feel the same way. There's a couple of stores where you'll go to and you can buy singles, but there's a particular you want, they wouldn't have it, and you would talk with the person who runs that department in that supermarket or whatever, or that package store, or a certain place you go get certain different exotic or different styles of beer. Say, well, that we don't have it. I'll take a look, and then you'll go to another location. They'll have it, but you can only get it in. You can't get in signals. You have to do a mandatory 6 pack. Um, there's a couple of stores that are like that, mandatory. And there are other stores like the one I go to, like Rouse's here in this area. You don't have to do a mandatory 6 pack. You get any single individual. You want to do two, fine. You want to do just one beer, that's fine. To sample. You want to do this one, it's okay. It's okay. You can sample that. There are a couple. There are a few that I found. I go to Greer Shopping Center. I was able to get the Abita barrel, Imperial Stout barrel, um, for a for about, it was about $9.99, $10, maybe a little bit higher than what I expected, but I bought it anyway. It was a very good deal. It was a good size too, about 22-ounce bottle, I believe, and it's probably one of the better stouts, probably the best stouts I've had in quite a while. Right up there with 1050, and of course, I've had Guinness many times, but that one was really good. Um, um, and you start to see that certain place, because I don't want to pay a lot of money for having to get a mandatory 6 pack of this. I just want to let me sample it. If I like it, then I'll get the 6 pack. If I don't like it, sorry. At least I bought that one single bottle, or that one single can of of that particular beer I want. And I think Maria and Jay had discussed that in their one the other day, when they were one of their live discussions they had. I believe they're talking about the end of Oktoberfest, and they're talking about they don't want to spend a lot of money on a certain beer that may not get a great rating, but they want to a great view of it, and they don't want to spend a lot in getting the 6 pack of a certain beer or whatever, and just want to get a single of it. And I guess the stores, their locations where they live at, they were able to do that. Here in my state, in Alabama, it's kind of tricky. Here in my area, Mobile, and you know, it's kind of tricky to do that. Certain places you can do that. Other places they're not willing to. It's like, sorry, you got to do the mandatory 6, and you know, tough luck. But with this one here, and like I said, this is my fourth time having this IPA. Um, it's just really really good. 86 score. I mean, Beer Advocate and the brothers. Um, they know what they're talking about. So, and I had this in my little wine cooler and took it out and then put it in the freezer for about maybe 20 minutes at best. And, so it's a nice bite. It's very, very crisp, very easy going IPA, and I really like this a lot. You know, um, so and still there's a little more lacing in the beer as you can see here. And good, like I said, anything poultry. I just had a turkey burger just now, salad with maybe Caesar salad, something that lines will pair well with this beer. And croutons, Parmesan cheese will go well with it, and it went well with that turkey burger I just had. So um, this is a really good beer. So I'm giving this a solid 9.5 for the Goose Island. Um, really not much else to say about it. It's just excellent. Tell me your thoughts and your comments. Leave your responses on the bottom, and enjoy your Imperial, our IPA, India Pale Ale style, and quite tasty. John Anderson Pierre, the Beer TV Ramble, telling you keep watching, and as always, cheers.